Hey YouTube, it's day 3 of Vita and I am vlogging from a box. For those of you who weren't with us last year, a bunch of people doing Vita decided to vlog from boxes, and then yesterday in Jeff's video he was vlogging in a box and it made me nostalgic for last year's Vita and box vlogging. So I decided I would help bring it back this year. Yeah, you should definitely check out Jeff's video. I will link it over here. And I should also probably mention that this is not an actual box. Actually my suitcase. See? So if you are unsure what to do for your next Veda video, or if you do know what you're gonna do but you don't have a location for it yet, you should seriously consider vlogging from a container. I think we should expand it this year to containers, like boxes and crates and suitcases, etc. Slightly different camera angle. Just a quick disclaimer, before you vlog from a container, it is not that comfortable, but I still recommend that you do it simply because life is meant for living and vlogging from containers. Before I forget, I just want to remind you all that I will not be making vlogs for the next 6 to 7 days because I will be in the outback of Australia. So today I have a topic I want to talk about, but it's going to take a little bit of background stuff. So I'm gonna have to ask you all to just stick with me through the background stuff. First of all, I've been thinking a lot about vegetarian and veganism lately because for those of you who don't know, I've been a vegetarian since I was 7, and then I've kind of tried to be a vegan for like a year or two. Also, it's Lent, and so I'm Catholic, and so I gave up dairy and egg products for Lent. Number 2, over winter break, I read 1984 by George Orwell, which is an amazing book. So in 1984, there's this idea of doublethink, and it's kind of confusing, but basically doublethink, near as I can tell, is the ability of a person to hold two contradictory views and believe that they're both true, and then to forget that you know that they're contradictory and therefore it can't be true, and then to forget that you forgot the truth. Very complicated, like I said. But I found this idea really interesting, like how can you forget that you know something that you know to be true? But then I was thinking about vegetarian and veganism, and I think this is what people do. So whenever I meet someone and they learn that I'm a vegetarian, people feel the need to tell me why they are not a vegetarian. And usually their logic is somewhere along the lines of, oh, I really like meat and like it really bothers me that I'm eating animals, but like I just can't think about that while I'm eating a hamburger because hamburgers are delicious. But the interesting part is the like I just don't think about it while I'm eating the hamburger thing. And so then you have people who, despite the fact that they know they're eating an animal and they don't like the idea of eating an animal, they are still like choosing to forget that they know this information. I don't want to put anyone down. It's like, oh, you're a bad person for doing that, because I mean I do the same thing with cheese like all the time. I think it's really scary how much we choose to forget on a regular basis, but it is necessary in order for us to continue living our life the way we are living it. But I think it's important to remember that we're choosing to forget certain things, and it's important to remember what we're forgetting, because maybe if we are able to remind ourselves, it will become easier to change, because I do believe change is necessary. And that's why I love things like Lent, where you are forced to do something that takes you out of your normal routine, because then you realize like how many other things have become routine and you begin to just question everything. And it sucks to question everything, but it's important. Also, doing things like Vita can help that too, because you think, I don't have time to do anything, or at least you think that if you're me, but then you spend like 4 hours yesterday watching like 50 Vita videos, and you realize you have a lot more time than you thought you did. So I would like to challenge all of you to do something that is outside of your normal routine of doing stuff, even if it is just like vlogging in a box. And I feel like I'm being really not coherent right now, but my excuse is that I am thinking inside a box.